40 BHTS Jayco Bungalow here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. A lot of people are going to see the BH and go, oh, that's a bunkhouse. I don't need that. Don't judge a book by its cover. This is a highly customizable floor plan that it can serve as a bunkhouse, a second bedroom, a guest room, a den, a craft room, just about anything else you can think of. Also worth mentioning, these are giant front windows up here. We simply, this trailer was just delivered from the good folks at Jayco and still has the shipping covers over those front windows, so keep that in mind. Also worth mentioning, there are going to be some options and upgrades present within this video on this specific trailer that may not necessarily match up with every single 40 BHTS you ever see or we keep in stock. This video is kind of here as generic stock footage and for educational purposes. Why go Bungalow? Why go Jayco? In this class, they're one of the very few that have the full 2-year warranty, and that's the big thing at Jayco is every single product they build boasts the same warranty, and I really don't know of many other manufacturers that even come close to matching that. J-Flight here is the #1 selling family of travel trailers since 2005 and counting. No one has ever even come close to matching that feat, and it's by a wide margin. I want to mention we have added the thermal package to this that encloses the underbelly, adds an extra layer of R14 radiant double-sided foil to the basement as well as the roof, and slides. It's a big deal. One thing I want to mention real quick here, if you see this sticker, what does that mean? Because here in the States we do sell quite a few to Canada, being in Michigan, but vast majority of our customers obviously are domestic. I've had people say, what does that mean? Why am I paying for that? You're not. When we purchase a J-Flight, essentially we work a little deal with Jayco so that we're not paying for the Canadian standards. Canadian standards basically just means that the stickers are in English and French. They use a different color glue, and that's the best explanation I can give you. And then they have a different connector below the gas stove. That's it. So there's nothing different about these. Now, one thing I like is you have a hidden little control panel right when you walk in here. So your your lights, things like that, they're easy to get to, easy to reach. Your water heater controls are also right here. This has a 22 gallon per hour water heater, which is essentially the best in its class. Short of a tankless, there's no way you could get a larger recharge per hour in a travel trailer. And tankless is gas only. We figure if you're at a park, you're going to want to use the electric side quite a bit. So again, you walk in and you go, wait a minute, I saw the BH, I thought this was a bunkhouse. Well, again, it is and it isn't. It's whatever you want it to be, and that's what's really cool about this model. This has a gorgeous front kitchen and front living room. It's like a campsite cook's dream. It has so much kitchen storage, it's not even funny. This right here is, by the way, this color scheme is called almond, and again, not every single bungalow we have is going to be an almond color, so if the pictures don't line up, you understand why. This pulls out into a trifold memory foam sofa from Denver Mattress. It's gorgeous, it's easy to use, it's very comfortable. Jayco goes the extra step and builds you this ottoman here, which can also be used as a little storage trunk. Very handy for things like an extra blanket for the hide-a-bed, or just grandkids' toys or anything like that. Notice now there's a couple areas where bungalows differ from a lot of destination type trailers. This is wide body. That is a huge difference. That instantly separates it from the vast majority of destination trailers. Most campers in this class are 8 foot wide. This is 8.5. And man, guys, you may not see it from a two-dimensional video, but when you step inside, you can feel it. Also, these are roughly 8 foot ceilings. So this is wider and taller. This is larger, more open. I've had people say, well, man, I was looking at Jayco, but it was a pound heavier and $1 more. You bet it is, and look what you get for it. That's the thing. You get what you pay for, and that's what people forget. It's not just, gee, ain't it pretty, and which one's cheaper. All LED lighting through the entire interior. Never going to have to worry about replacing an incandescent bulb again in this. And I was talking about massive, massive kitchen storage. You could basically put a second refrigerator in this space, and that is no exaggeration. If you look at this sitting next to the fridge, they're the same size. It is a tremendous pantry. And it even has the handy little pockets up here for extra little things you need to keep tucked away. Worth mentioning, in your residential refrigerator here, we do have a nice ice maker, so you don't have to worry about ice trays and whatnot. And again, more storage throughout the kitchen. And what's nice is you get all the storage while still maintaining those big, beautiful front windows. And I really like the residential style drapes on there. It's sharp. Now notice we have a under-mounted sink. So you get 100% use of all of this countertop space, but you still get a nice sink whenever you need it. Nice stainless sink like you'd expect in a high-dollar fifth wheel right here in a travel trailer. Big, giant microwave on here. So, I mean, you could probably cook a small turkey in that thing. And again, more storage. And notice that they threw a shelf up there, so you have double the space out of a single cabinet. Down here on it, we have a residential style oven. And that's something a lot of park models don't match. And did you notice they actually left you a spot for a big trash can? If you're going to be living in this thing, seasonally, extended living, weekends, whatever, you're going to need a trash can. And that's one of those stupid things that people don't think about. Everyone's like, they're busy looking at the power awning, which this has. They're looking at all kinds of different stuff. They don't think of how am I going to use it day to day. Trash can. There you go. That's the kind of stuff you need to look for. You have to pretend you're using this thing. And that's kind of why I put this video together. I'm a camper. I own a J-Flight actually, so I'm not just preaching this stuff. I believe in it. I believe in J-Flights. I believe in Jaycos. The dinette here, two things. First of all, it's bigger than what you normally get out of most trailers. And secondly, it has an extension leaf built right in here. So you can extend it even further. So you could easily, if you wanted to, pick up a couple extra chairs. You could sit 6 people at this table and have a very nice entertainment evening. We are looking at nicer plantation wooden blinds, not cheap metal blinds, not the cloth shades. Nothing wrong with cloth shades. I'll take those over metal blinds any day. But those wooden blinds are sharp. This is a 50 amp service unit, so keep that in mind when picking out your campsites. If you only need to run one air conditioner, if we do add the second AC to these sometimes, which we can do as an option, keep in mind that you will need a 50 amp site for 2 ACs. You only need a 30 amp site for 1. The fireplace down here, as we call it, is actually an electric space heater, just with a very cute little disguise on it. This is great for eliminating extra propane use. In spring and fall, when you just need to take the chill out of the air for a couple hours each night, you don't need to fire up the furnace and heat the entire rig. You only need to heat the living room briefly. Also, a nice 40-inch LED continuous brand TV. Continuous, by the way, is RCA's brand of flat screen LED televisions. So it is name brand stuff. All in one, Bluetooth, DVD, CD stereo. No need to bring along extra electronics. However, if you do need to do that, they did leave your room here. And that's where a lot of entertainment centers fail. They don't leave your room like if you want to add a satellite kit. Now, behind this door, this is the golden ticket. This is the thing that makes this RV tick. It does everything as a result. First of all, I love the fact that every room just has a light switch, just like at home. So, we have another hide-a-bed here. This can be a daytime den, like I said, a man cave. It could be a craft room. You see we have an overhead bunk that flips up and down. You can flip this up out of the way. It locks against the wall and just give you a second living room, essentially. So if the grandkids come over and it's rainy and they need a spot to hang out all day, you got it. Now, because these ceilings are extra tall, the slide outs are extra tall. And let me demonstrate that real quick. This is a good spot. You can actually walk into the slide of this kitchen. I'm 6'3", and there is plenty of headroom up here. Lots of headroom. So keep that in mind that not only is this taller, wider, it has bigger slides as well. This is going to have more cubic foot of space than basically anything else in its class. More than, residents, more than so many other ones out there. Keep in mind, I'm not just throwing darts. Every RV is the best for a different reason. Every RV has its own redeeming qualities. And that's your job, is to try to pick out which ones are most important to you. A dealer's job, if they're doing it right, is to tell you the advantages of their product so you can make an educated decision. Now notice here, this could be a desk. This could be an entertainment center. It has extra storage. It could be an office. You could throw a big flat screen over here, like I said, and watch the big game. If you're loud when you watch sports and Mr. or Mrs. There isn't, really an enthusiast, then, you can have some privacy. And also nice little touches like the little twin port USB plug here, so you can keep like a little phone charging or something like that. Perfect laptop station over here. This floor plan does everything. And detailed touches like this. I love the fact that each sleeping space gets its own little nightlight. If Junior has a little fear of the dark, so to speak, or anything like that. They get their own space. I think I forgot to mention the residential ceiling fans up here. All of your windows in this open for ventilation, even those massive front windows. So if you want fresh air, you don't want to run the AC, this is your model. I love the plank wood linoleum. This is diamond floor, which has a 50% longer cold crack guarantee than the common product used out there today, which is still way better than they used to be. So, it's not that that's necessarily bad. Now, we have a beautiful bathroom here. You actually have room. You can get dressed in this bathroom after you take a shower. So many RVs don't allow you to do that. We have linen and towel space here. So many RVs don't give you that in a bathroom. Larger Create-A-Breeze type fan up here. What is this? Ultra Breeze. They all have, some kind of different name. Now, because this thing's 8 foot tall, you're never going to hit your head in this ceiling. This is a big shower. This is, again, built to be large. This is a true home away from home. Like, even a true bordering. Man, that's pretty. They did a good job of that. And a big sink. You can actually wash your hands in the sink. A huge, huge medicine cabinet that is supremely tall, actually, now that I look at it. That's probably, that top of that measures to 7 feet tall. That's pretty big. Let's peek in the bedroom over here. First of all, you can get to the bathroom directly from the bedroom or from the hallway, as you see. So you kind of have a couple different options there. Again, boom, one light switch. Remember, we've added the king bed. That's not standard. However, another thing where Jayco goes a step above and beyond is that this is a Denver mattress. Mattress. It kind of tripped me up there. But that is a residential name. Anywhere that you sleep in a Jayco, they spend more money than anybody else. We have a second fan back here to keep more air flowing. Tons of storage. This, not only do you get lots of windows and light in here, but you have tons of storage. That is floor to ceiling, 8 foot of storage. You've got all kinds of dresser drawers and arrangements down here. You can leave this packed with anything you want and just come back to it next summer. You don't have to unpack, repack your RV. Keep in mind, something like this is about 10,900 pounds as this one is built. So, you're obviously not going to tow this thing a lot. But when you do tow it, make sure you can get it there safely. If you're not interested in towing, we have a service where we could just tow it out and set it on your your site after you've come to see the trailer. Always come to the dealership first. Make sure you've seen it, put your hands on it, make sure it's the t-shirt that fits right, Give us a call, learn a little bit more. 800-256-5196. Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.